Afternoon baseball now from lovely Miller Park in Milwaukee. Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. 1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich on the move. One down. And here's Jose Peraza. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. A swing and a ground ball to third. Shaw gloves it on to first, and there were two down. Into the box now, Joey Votto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And that is in there for a two-out base knock.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Brendan Finnegan gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Hit back up the middle. To his left, Peraza, and there are two away now.
Batting third, right
in is Christian Yelich. He drove in one of their two runs in last night's ball game. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the inning. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. That's lifted the other way out to left. Broxton's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Set to get his day started, Eugenio Suarez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe. At the plate, Devin Mesoraco, and their runners at the corners now. Here's the 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Dan, Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning games.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. A bouncer to the left side. And that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Aaron Hogard.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
In now, Eric Sogard. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Orlando Arcia rounded down the third baseline. Shaw on second. Sogard at first, one gone. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in standing. Ready with the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at and the count moves full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes, the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Working for the punch out and the offering. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the battle will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at-bat. Stepping up now, Manny Pena. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. And this runs in, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the 1-1. Missed with a slider.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands through. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brendan Finnegan, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Aguilar. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter,
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Ready for another chance. Jose Peraza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game. Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in is the on-base first baseman Joey Votto. And another throw over, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad. Reds go down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in to try it again. Keon Broxton hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back easily. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back safely. Stepping in now, Lorenzo Cain. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Left side. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. In now, Jesus Aguilar. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. A base hit in his first trip. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Votto, as we begin the top of the fourth. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. The 1-1. Popped him up. Pena shading to his right. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Into the box now, Scooter Gennett. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the... Here's Eric Sogard, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here now the 2-2. Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 3-1. This one's down to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Standing in now, Manny Pena. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The pitcher, number 53.
Striding in, Brandon Woodruff. And he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with 1 away. Don't want to forget about him. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Votto. A double play. And that ends the inning. So digging in now, Adam Duvall. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-1 home. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Sogard. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
At the plate, Brendan Finnegan. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Keon Broxton, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. 2 balls and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Lorenzo Cain. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. The 3-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And no offer there from Cain, and he's aboard. It's ball 4. In is Christian Yelich. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. Cain over at second. Yelich is over at first with 1 away. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw. And the fans don't like this at all. Getting a few steps off of second there. Now the pitch. Drilled down the line. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And the runners again are off here. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. It's high, and they're not going to get him at third. It's a double steal. So both men in motion that time, but they narrowly avoid running themselves out of the inning as the batter strikes out on the pitch. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. 1-1. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Digging in, Jose Peraza, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Throw over to the bag, runner back standing. No runs on 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Grounded to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready now for Cincinnati. Joey Votto, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And that one just missed outside.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Cain is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Scott Schebler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ready once again, Eric Sogard. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Line hard, but foul. This one's down to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Manny Pena. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-2. This is line to left. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly. Now in the box, Eugenio Suarez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Suarez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. On the ground near home. And there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 39, Devin Mesoraco.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. No hits to this point. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So here now is the pitcher, Brendan Finnegan. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is flared out towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Digging in now, Brandon Woodruff. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. The 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. In now is Lorenzo Cain. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
In is Christian Yelich. And Dan.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Digging in, Jose Peraza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes. Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there, up and away. That breaking ball, Hero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
As a look, now the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Sogard for 1. On to first, and Votto is retired. It's a double play.
The batter.
At the plate, Scott Schebler. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. On the ground and right at the shifted infielder. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's David Hernandez. Goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
David Hernandez.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesus Aguilar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Up next for the one.
Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Two and two. Shaw connects. This is sent to deep right field. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
In now, Eric Sogard. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Mesoraco corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Sogard is retired, 2 down now.
The batter number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, and we are tied again.
If you need any proof that the baseball gods are fickle, this is the inning. Before, it looked like they might be in trouble, but now they're all tied up, and the other side is scrambling to stop the bleeding.
Into the box, Manny Pena. Grounder down the line at third. Suarez fields it cleanly. On to first, and this will remain. Striding into the box, Scooter Gennett. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Turned on down the line. Aguilar right there, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Broxton will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Tucker Barnhart will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here on Tucker Barnhart will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Phillip Ervin will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Ryan Braun is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base path. Pitch outside, the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Possible winning run on second. No one out. A throw behind the runner at second. Runner's back. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4. Stepping into the box, Lorenzo Cain. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 3-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, what a stop to keep it in the infield. There's one. So stepping in, Christian Yelich. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Grounded to the right, fielded by Jeanette. A play at the plate, and the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Milwaukee came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Brandon Woodruff notches his 3rd win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to A good Thursday night. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Dietrich is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Now that's popped up. Aguilar is there. One down. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his...
And the throw is in time to get him to... Now at the plate, Keon Broxton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's a special player, no doubt. But at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
Ground ball left side. Anderson is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Up next for Miami, Starlin Castro. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Very weakly on the ground. Now another 1-2. Missed with a slider.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now to the plate, JT Realmuto looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Castro at second. Realmuto on at first with nobody out. Popped him up. Aguilar on the move. Just foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball called. Strike 3. And there's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Braun is going to get there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Emil Escobar, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Got him swinging as he runs. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Shaw is retired, and there's 1 away.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And he'll try to get, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Castro's got it. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. His career numbers with Adam Conley. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready on 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Ready now for the Marlins, Adam Conley, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Adam Conley becomes the first out of the inning. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Chacin comes set, 1-2 on his way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Justin Bour. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down on it unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Another full count pitch home. Swung on and chopped to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself. And here's Eric Sogard, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers the hard hit line drive.
The 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Stepping in, Jhoulys Chacin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Keon Broxton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Ripped down the first base line. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. To second now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third, and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
One and two for Christian Yelich. So far this year against Southpaws, Yelich carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Dietrich moving to his left. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Shaw connects. This is sent to deep right field. Gone! It's a two-run homer for Travis Shaw. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lays off 2-2 now.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Just hung in there on that one. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where he's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Aaron Hogard.
Standing in now, Eric Sogard. And this is fouled at the plate. A bouncer up the middle. Backhanded. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw in. Here's Starlin Castro. And Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6. but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto. Hit softly on the ground to first. Aguilar takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Settling in now, Brian Anderson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Lined hard toward right center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Keon Broxton, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Escobar facing back, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot that time for Keon Broxton. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
He's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Severino Gonzalez answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. In now, Christian Yelich. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Yelich is running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not going to get him as he strikes second. Yelich stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he'll get back in safely as wisely he hadn't committed too strongly toward third base. Two, here it is. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready with another 2-2. And another foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Escobar has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo. Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. The try again. 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Ready now, Emil Escobar. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Braun is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Martin Prado will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with two out and the bases empty. Popped him up, and Villar will look this one in to retire the side. Drew Steckenrider gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. The 1-2 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with two strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time, and he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Digging in and looking for more, Jesus Aguilar. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball four.
Now batting, catcher.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jet Bandy. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now. Digging in now for the Brewers, Eric Sogard. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 2-1 is taken, ball 3. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. So striding in, Jonathan Villar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try it again. 3-2. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Into the box, Ulysses Chassin. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. 1-2 to the Brewers pitcher.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the... Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in Miguel Rojas. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. The tag, and he is out at second.
Now batting,
Now batting, Justin Bour. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run! A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Riding in once again, Ryan Braun. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Shaw is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun. Here's Starlin Castro. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Hero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far, but this will not get down quickly enough as it. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Javi Guerra is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. JT Riddle will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready with the payoff pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So striding forward now, Eric Sogard, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight. At the plate, Emil Escobar. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Count even at 2-2. On the ground near home. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, third baseman.
Chacin looks in. Here it is on 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept. Into the box now, Jhoulys Chacin. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Now batting.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Keon Broxton becomes out number 2 this inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Left fielder number 8.
Here's Brian Braun now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a dive, but he's back. Runners on the move for second. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. And the inning is over. Milwaukee standing in, Derek Dietrich starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
3-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. high and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball and was able to find the hole.
Down the first baseline. Here's Sogard for one. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, JT Realmuto. He singled his last time up. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Up around the face.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with two away.
Shaw fields it cleanly. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Brewers led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Yolis Chacin for this fourth win this season.